So hello and welcome to the next part of it's just been mashing for 60 minutes, so now it's Sparge time, and obviously I'm boiling in a bag, so you know this to me is the cheapest way of doing all grain. For other people they've got posh kits, you know, they don't have to do it this way, but hey ho, it is what it is. So there's a lot of grain in here, so I've got to get it up. And we've got a super clean rag that we use for the grill, never gets dirty. So got this to put underneath. So I've just undone the bag, to be fair, and now I'm going to hopefully lift it up and not get a load of the bloody grain inside. So yeah. There we go. So obviously it's not the lightest. There we go. Wow, look at that. What the heck? I'm just going to let some of it drain out. Gosh, not easy. Not easy at all. Yeah, that's better. So if I'm being honest, you need a second person. Because when you're concentrating on lifting, right, just leave it open on the top, and I've got my water already at 76 degrees, although I was told you can use cold water. So you pour this on the top. Now, I am no expert, so but you can see it dropping down. We're going to lose about 3 litres on the boil. So whatever it's supposed to be, this is a 20 litre. So you want to get it up to 23, 24. Otherwise, if you don't, you're going to get a lot less. And then there's also the fact with the hops as well. The hops would suck it up. Those big double IPAs, they really suck up the moisture. Now what I'm going to do, when I boil, I'm actually going to put this bag back on and chuck the hops into there with the bag in situ. Because hopefully then there'll be less mess in the long run. That's what I'm doing. It's just, I try and think how to do it and slightly, you know, because obviously this is a harder way physically than having a proper kit. And as you can see, it's going up. We're already at about 22, so I'm going to pour a bit of cold water in. So we're approaching 23 now, and I'm good for that. I burnt myself there. So that lifting process, if you're doing a big Imperial Stout, make sure you've got somebody there. So while you're holding the bag and concentrating on the bag only, somebody else has got a tray, or, you know, that's perfect, the grill tray, because we've got a decent size, but obviously make sure it's clean before. But using that, that's perfect. It's all going in. I'm going to give it a squeeze in a minute and try and get as much out as possible, you know, get a good bloody squeeze. And then I'm going to put that on the front garden, that grain, and let the birds, and let it rot down. So, yeah. As you can see, it's going in nicely. So I'll grab a photo of that process. So, here we go. And there we go. I mean, you can see it anyway, but that just goes to show you what's happening. And like I say, I think that's probably the hardest part of the whole lot. And then getting that afterwards, because you're going to lose on the boil, you're going to lose, say, 3 litres. So that's it for this part, 6 minutes. In a minute I'm going to take that off. You'll need a bucket or something big to put that bag in so you can get it outside without dripping all over the floor, he says. And then I can remove that and then think about putting it on for the boil. I'm not going to show you the boil because getting up to the boils, because it's going to take about 10 minutes anyway, so we'll leave that process out. But when the boil starts, I'm adding the first load of hops in, so I'll come back in for another video. But yeah, that's the Sparge process. Cheers all.